Good morning, and thank you, Pastor Angela. My name is Tamar Shambo, and I'm co-chair along with Tori Setterholm of the Building Belonging Capital Campaign. Over the last month, we've heard from Pastor Glenn and other team members of the Lead Gifts team regarding the nature and purpose of this campaign and to ask for your support in this endeavor. Just as a brief recap, this campaign and the purpose for it is to raise money to make improvements to the church building and the worship space in the following ways. First is to give sustainability to the building, to replace an aged roof and to replace windows in the sanctuary here that are original to when it was made, the stained glass windows that no longer hold out the cold air in the wintertime. And as Glenn has said, allow the flies in at other times of the year. We also want to improve the accessibility for all who enter the building, regardless of how they move around. We want to bring our elevator up to code, which is required by the state. We want to make upgrades to technology in the worship space, for the choir, for the plays that we put on throughout the year. And then we also want to provide accessibility in terms of seating for all those who walk through the doors of Nativity. Hospitality is a key thing here at Nativity, and it's something that really drew me in when I first started attending. Nativity has done such a great job to make everyone who enters the doors feel welcome, and we do that by giving them a comfortable place. Part of that would be replacing the heating and air conditioning system that is outdated, has been repaired, and as we were told, can no longer be repaired and must be replaced. We also want to make upgrades in the commons area, upgrades to the kitchen so it's better utilized for serving the groups that attend, and also make improvements to the commons so people who walk in know that they are welcome and know where they can go to get what they need. Today, I am very pleased to be able to bring you an update of where we stand on the campaign. If you recall, we started with a goal of $2 million, which is a big number to make all of these improvements. And as with any journey of 1,000 miles, it all started with one step. That was hiring Brenda Moore and Associates, a consulting group, to come in and lay out a plan for us. The proposed plan included getting 300 member households to make commitments to this campaign, and if that were the case, we would reach our goal. Well, I'm happy to report this morning that with right around 140 households making their commitment, that we have reached $1.2 million in committed assets. For that, I'm extremely proud and grateful for everyone who has made their commitment so far. Those numbers are more than halfway to our goal, with fewer than half of the projected households committing. And I say that to say this: if you haven't made your commitment, there is still time, and it can come in any shape and size. Back in August, when I was asked to join this team by Pastor Glenn, I assumed, and rightfully so, that the members of the team would be among the first to make their commitment. As my wife Annie and I started thinking about our gift to this campaign and prayerfully discerning it, we did get together and come up with our plan. Now, I don't want you to think that Annie and I knelt down by the side of our bed, looked up to the heavens and said, "Dear God, what are we going to do for this campaign?" We're not those type of people. I happen to be a type A person, a Virgo. I love my spreadsheets. I love my financial reports, logic, reason, and anything that's orderly. And so the way in which we led with our faithfulness and walked into that was to allow the Holy Spirit to guide our thoughts, our hearts, and our minds, and our conversation. And we were able to come up with our best gift over the next 3 years, a gift that stretches us, a gift that we can feel good about, a gift that represents the place that Nativity holds in our minds and hearts and now our family budget, and a gift that represents what we sing each week in the Kyrie, one that is for the peace of the world, for the health of the church, and for the unity of all. To date, I don't know exactly the path that God has led me down or why, but I do know this for certain. Every time we've reached outside of our comfort zone, we have always been taken care of and had enough. So if you are considering a commitment, I urge you to step into your faith, knowing that God will provide. If you haven't received the information, feel free to stop by the welcome desk. There are still packets available or forms for you to fill out. And if you choose to do so online, please visit nativitychurch.org. And I will add one more thing. As you're considering this commitment to the 3-year capital campaign, please do also fill out your 2025 annual giving form so that the leaders of the church know how to proceed with their standard operating budget for the coming year. Earlier this morning at the opening, Pastor Angela told us that Pastor Glenn and his family are away on holiday. And what I would like to do is challenge you. If you haven't made your commitment, please do so in the coming weeks so that we can surprise Pastor Glenn upon his return, showing him that with God's work in our hands, we can reach this goal. Thank you.